एबी गेल यो किन यस्तो गर्छ के मलाई त दिक्क लाउँछ भने
ठिकै छ केटाकेटी यस्तै हो यहाँ बस यहाँ
उता हुत्ती नि हो के
यहाँ आउनु यहाँ
तपाईले तान्नु एबी गेल
यहाँ आउनु एबी गेल समाज छ नि
खुट्टा सिराइदिन्छ त्यही बेला
त्यहाँ हो डल्फिन हेर्ने चाहिँ यहाँ हो डल्फिन
यताबाट लाने
समुद्रको चाहिँ मेरो फोटो आउँछ भोलि समुद्रमा चाहिँ
कति
अलिकति
घण्टाको काका यो जानुको इच्छा थिएन छैन
1.5 घण्टाको
ल
तलै मजा आउँछ एउटै ग्रुपमा बस्नु हैन अल्टो गर्न शीतल तपाईँलाई बेबी यता बस्छ
यो रमाइलो
यो चाहिँ
काका बस काका बस
एबी गेल तिमी त
तिमीलाई लाज लाग्दैन लाज लाग्दैन तिमीलाई सुसु गर्नलाई
सुसु गर्न लाग्यो भने छ अरे
तल हुन्छ क्या तल शीतल हुन्छ एसी बस्नु पर्ला तल भित्र एसी खोइ सब मेरो यहाँ पछाडि भिजेछ अब यहाँ बसेर त केही देखिँदैन
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, you are free to get up, walk around, change positions. If you'd like to visit our bar, Hayden will be down there. He can serve you your drinks. I heard the more margaritas you drink, the straighter you'll walk on our boat, and the more pina coladas you drink, the more dolphin you think you see. For the first part of our tour, again, we're going to be dragging an eco net. This is called a bycatch net. This is what big shrimpers use in front of their big nets to determine what they're catching by the hour. Right now, Dylan's getting ready the net so he can toss it out. This net is hooked up to 2 boards and a chain. Those 2 boards are called planer boards, and the chain is called a tickler chain. Those doors keep the net open, and that chain will drag across the bottom of the seafloor and bounce and throw everything up into the current, and the net will do the rest. Once Dylan does bring the net on board, guys, just give him a minute to sort through what he has. He'll determine whether or not you can touch, hold, or take any pictures. He'll determine that for you. And just keep in mind, guys, if you do have any seafood allergies to any shrimp, fish, or shellfish, maybe kind of just look at it with your eyes and not with your hands, because we don't want anybody to ruin their time. For those of you that don't know, we are in the lower Laguna Madre Bay. Again, the average depth of our bay is 8 feet. The only 2 deepest parts you're going to get is the ICW and the Intercoastal Waterway and the Brownsville Shipping Channel. The Intercoastal Waterway is to the front of us. The highest point of our bridge, that little channel that runs through it, is known as the ICW. It's a 3,000-mile long waterway that leads all the way up into New Jersey. And if you navigate right and go through a few interlocks and Great Lakes, you can get into Canadian waters. The Brownsville Shipping Channel is dredged out to be 55 feet in depth. So those big tankers that come through, they draft anywhere from 30 to 45 feet of water. So they need that little bit of room so they don't run aground and get stuck. The Brownsville Shipping Channel is about 16 miles long from the beginning of our jetties all the way up into the port. Right now we're going to be crossing and back up Pier 19. We're going to be coming through our power poles, and Dylan is going to be letting out our net. Again, we're going to be dragging for about 15 to 20 minutes, slow, so that way we can give Mother Nature a great opportunity to send us a little bit of sea life. And that way we can give you guys a little details and information about where we're at here on our island. Across Pier 19 here, you're going to see those boat ramps. Those boat ramps are what used to be the ending of our old causeway. If you take a look to the left of us now as we're pivoting, you'll see what looks like a long fishing pier out in the water. That is the original causeway to get onto the island. That causeway was only one bridge coming on, or one lane coming on and one lane going off. It was also a toll bridge, so you used to have to pay to get onto the island. That bridge ran out of funding, and instead of having fresh water that was the highest point of the bridge. If the bridge was still standing to this day, we would have to go through the Brownsville Shipping Channel, go into the Port Isabel Navigational District, and come out that yellow swing bridge that you see to the left front of us. The reason why the old causeway is still standing to this day, if you follow it all the way down to where the land is, you'll see those condos with the red roof. The owner of those condos unfortunately inherited the rest of the bridge, so it is on his dime to knock it down. And unfortunately, marine construction, you have to have a lot of permits for a lot of different things. So it's just going to be standing there until a natural occurrence takes it out. If you look over to the right of us, you'll see the Queen Isabella Causeway, which everybody used to get over here today, or a few days ago, whenever you came in. And again, she was built in 1973. She is one of the longest bridges here in the state of Texas, at 3.8 miles long.
8 miles long.
5 days after 9/11, unfortunately, as we were all grieving as a nation, we had our own tragedy down here. If you take a look at the highest point of our bridge, if you count 4 over to the left, that is where a barge ran into our bridge. At 1:45 in the morning, that nav light was out under the bridge, and we had a barge coming down the ICW from Houston that was 2 wide and 5 long, 100 foot wide and 500 feet long. He was pushing scrap steel and caliche stone, and unfortunately the light was out again, and he thought he turned into what was the channel, and he actually turned into our bridge. Unfortunately, 13 people drove off into the water that night, and only 9 people perished. It took them about 60 days to repair the bridge. There was a contractor who came out and gave them a bonus, a $10,000 bonus. He told them if they did it in 60 days, that they'd each get a they'd get a $10,000 bonus. They did it in 59, and on the 60th day, it was opened up for safe passage. When they did open it back up, it was renamed the Queen Isabella Memorial Causeway due to those who lost their lives that night. Since then, they have did many upgrades on the bridge. 2 would be the lights that are on the bridge now, the street lights and what looks like stop lights. Every 50 to 75 feet, there will be a yellow stoplight. If those lights there are flashing and you are on the bridge, you must stop your car and put on your hazards and wait for local law enforcement to come out and clear the scene. If you are on either side of the bridge trying to get onto the island or leave it, and there will be arms that come down like railroad crossings. You cannot get onto the bridge, and you have to wait again for local law enforcement to come out and clear the scene. If you take a look at the base of our bridge, you'll see what looks like cinder blocks. Those cinder blocks are called dolphins. They're made to absorb any impact that the bridge should take in the future, should it receive any. And also there's sensors, so if you bump up against those dolphins, there will be sensors that go on at the Coast Guard station, and it'll shut down the bridge, and you'll have to wait for the local law enforcement to come out. We're going to be dragging our net for a couple of minutes more here, guys. So at this time, we might put on a little bit of music for you so you can enjoy the little bit of ride. And then once we bring up the net, the people on the top deck, I'm just going to ask that y'all have a seat for us, because we need the guy to captain back towards the net, and he has to have a clear view.
हुन्छ मजाले यहाँभन्दा त्यही उज्यालो एकछिन रब कपाल